Hi, and welcome to Mermaid Mode. Today I'm recording the 6th episode from Sweden. I'm going to talk to Maria, who together with her partner is building Scandinavia's biggest cable park. It's only an hour and a half from Copenhagen, an hour and a half from, well, a little bit less than an hour and a half from Malmö. And it already looks great. We're going to have a look at it. That's why I'm here. And it's the first episode that I'm actually recording on site, which is a lot of fun. So hopefully you enjoy it. Let's dive in. What's my name?
Hi, I'm Maria, and we're building Scandinavia's biggest wake park.
Welcome to Mermaid Mode. Welcome to this podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking us here and us being here. It's a really cool spot. Do you want to tell us where we are?
Yeah, so we're at Flip'n Fun Wakepark, or the building of it. And this is this building site. You've got the dumpers and everything going on over there. And
it's shaping up.
It's
taking its shape.
Yeah.
How long do you think it's left until?
A few more months.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you actually going to launch it in 2026?
No, not. I mean, the actual building or the digging is gonna take until maybe September 2026.
Right.
And then we're gonna have to build the houses and everything like that. So maybe we'll open 27, but maybe not.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well, tell me a little bit about yourself, maybe from the start. Like, how did you end up here?
Yeah.
How did we end up here?
I grew up in Gambia in Africa, and that's where I started water skiing when I was 7. And we moved back home to Sweden when I was 9, and I wanted to continue doing that, but it was quite hard. There wasn't that many water ski clubs around where I lived, and so I just kind of stopped doing it. But then I moved to Spain after graduating, and I found they had a cable park in Marbella, or outside Marbella. And I took the bus there, and I was alone, and it was just amazing because you didn't have to know anyone with the boat. You didn't have to wait for the wind to die so the chop wasn't too much. You could just buy a ticket and go out riding. And I felt so welcome at the park as well. I got a ride. I took the bus out, but I got a ride home with someone else. So this inviting atmosphere, I just loved it. And I was hooked from then. But then I moved to Australia to do my bachelor degree, and that's where I started riding more. And for my master's, I moved back to Sweden again. And again, I lived in Sweden, and we didn't have a cable park nearby in Malmö. It was the closest one was in Copenhagen. So we rode there a lot. And then we got sick of driving over the bridge at the time. So we decided to start a club. And that cable we opened in 2012 as a club. And then a few years later, me and Henning, we opened a second cable in Malmö as a company. A few years ago, we sold that one to start this place here, because this was always our dream, to have a full-size cable where everyone feels welcome and where you just want to hang out all day long. Because not everyone likes to play soccer or tennis or the golf or stuff like that. So I want to create a place where people can meet other people that they might not have met otherwise.
That's such a perfect premise.
Yeah.
And I agree as well, because I mean, even in Copenhagen, the Copenhagen Cable Park is really nice and you can meet people.
Yeah.
But I would imagine, yes, if you're in Sweden, you have to drive all the way to Copenhagen. But I mean, we're going to drive all the way here from Copenhagen.
I hope so.
We're really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Really need a place where people can hang out and water sports. How about, so in the Netherlands, they have a lot of these surfing clubs. They're right on the beach, and a lot of people are hanging out there. They have drinks, they have hangouts. So I think that's what you're trying to build as well, sort of something like this. Is it very typical to Sweden? Do you have a lot of these surf clubs in Sweden?
No, and especially not here.
Mhm.
The area here is quite focused on tennis and other sports, golf and tennis. But we know that there is a demand for it, even though people might not know it themselves yet. But no, we want to create a place where you don't want to go home, basically. This will feel like your second home, where like-minded people can hang out.
Yeah, for sure. You said that you built a cable park before
Yeah.
in Malmö. How is this project different?
It's a lot bigger, a lot, and it's also different that here we own the land. In Malmö, it was a city's land, and it's been a long process to get all the permissions. It took us 7 years from we bought the land, but it's just this place gives us the opportunity to realize our dreams more, basically. So there's a huge difference.
For sure. What are the biggest problems? I guess you had to wait for the permit for 7 years, you said, but
Yeah.
what are other culprits to look out for when you're building a cable park in Sweden?
Yeah, in Sweden. Well, I get that's the bureaucracy, I think.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time, so you have to have a lot of patience. Um, but after these years, I don't. It's like I've been through the worst now, so I don't see any hurdles anymore.
Nothing surprises
No,
you.
problems can be solved in one way or another when you are in charge of it. During the process time, before you get all the permits, you're not really in charge of your own project because you are not the one deciding things. So you feel kind of, I can't find the word in English right now, but maktlös, if you...
Powerless.
Yeah, exactly, powerless. So, but now it's in your hands again, and you can move forward with it. But yeah, I would say patience is something you have to have as an entrepreneur.
For sure. Why do you think actually no one has started a project like this yet in around Skåne, I guess? And are there projects like this somewhere else in Sweden?
I'm sure there are. Maybe because it is a huge project. It's always a risk of starting something new that people don't know much about yet. But we have a passion for it. It's a heart project as well. It's not just in it for the business. We love the sport. We love the community. So I think that's maybe why. It's a risk, but we're willing to take it.
It just surprises me so much because I think we had a bit of a conversation earlier where we were talking about Lithuania and Latvia, for example. And the joke is kind of, if there's a puddle, there's a cable park,
Yeah.
like just a two-way system in Latvia. If you drive through the country, you can see one every 500 meters or something. So why do you think, what stops people in Sweden putting these up? Because you also have a lot of water features. Is it also in Denmark, the biggest problem is that a lot of water basins, let's use the word, are protected areas.
Yeah.
So like protected bird areas,
Yeah.
they can't build on them.
Yeah.
Is it similar in Sweden?
Yeah, it's very similar. And we actually did look at, I think it was 10 or 15 other places before we found this. And those places were actual water. But then we just got sick of it because, as you said, there are a lot of rules and restrictions. So we said, okay, stuff this. Let's just find somewhere where we can dig our own water, basically. And the groundwater here was really, really high. So yeah, we took that route instead.
But it looks really fun. It looks already usable. So you can already down low trips in here, I guess, for people who just want to film some content.
Yeah.
Because that could be fun just on a winch or on a horse or whatever Red Bull does.
Yeah, exactly.
You also mentioned that I didn't know this, but it's quite funny because I actually did the trip and I used to participate in a lot of events by Nordic Wake Girls. And you actually said you started it, which I didn't know because I didn't at the time. So, can you tell me how that started?
That started an afternoon at Copenhagen Cable Park, actually, with Elin and Trudy. We just thought that there wasn't a connection or like between the girls among the Nordic countries, basically. We wanted to ride together, but there wasn't really an organization or a club or anything like that. So we said, if there isn't anything like that, we have to create it. So in 2014, we started Nordic Wake Girls. So me and Henning, we did the logo together. And then I was with the first event in 2015 up in Norge. I'm really glad to hear that it's actually still living.
It's a pity. I think communities around Denmark, they start, but then when families especially dissipate a bit, and there's not a lot of money to be made, and you have to have a different career to sustain. So I think it kind of fizzled out, unfortunately, but it was, but it still lives on in a concept because literally every girl at the cable park in Copenhagen has a sticker with Nordic Wake Girls. I have equipment, so it's a really nice logo. That's, I guess you also have a concept about you and having that like as a badge of honor. It's a bit, somebody hopefully is going to pick it up at the start.
That's what we're hoping here as well. And we're building the park from scratch now with focus on accessibility. So we are hoping a new generation and with just different riders, sit wake riders, a lot of girls. At the park we had in Malmö, when we had it, we had as many girls as the guys riding. So that's what we're aiming for here. Should just be normal. Right now it's quite a male-dominated sport, but for sure, I want to change that.
The same as kite surfing. So it would be nice to have like a female-only competition.
I have stuff in mind.
Oh, okay, that's really exciting. I participate. I can only jump off the kick.
Of course you can.
I like taking part in the competitions I can't do stuff in, but the participation is the key here. Maybe like a seniors.
No, that's why I think a lot of girls don't do competing, because they're scared and they want to be good girls. But I think you should focus, as you said, on the participation instead. So I really want to build that community where you support each other. And it doesn't matter who wins. We do it together. It's an event.
For sure. You said why do you think that there's actually less girls in these competitions? One of the things that you said is like, it could be fear of not performing well. But in terms of the sport, I mean, wakeboarding is relatively accessible sport if we think about the financial part of it. Because kite surfing isn't. It's very expensive. But what can we do to get more girls in the sport, actually?
No, I think you need to have like girls' nights, and you have to have staff, female staff. In Malmö, we actually had 90% female staff. We only had one guy. And that was because we focused on being service-minded, not how good you're at wakeboarding when it came to staff. And I find that kind of gives the park a bit more welcoming place for female riders, beginners especially, because it is the beginners that you want to get in, and they feel a bit insecure. Both because you're wearing this tight wetsuit and you have to show your body. And a lot of girls might be a bit self-cautious. And then you have to do something that you're going to fail at. And that's also something that's hard for many girls, maybe. So having this atmosphere where it's okay to fail, you just try again. It doesn't matter. Is really important, I think. And not have this kind of cool macho vibe.
I think it's such a good point. I remember when we went on a trip with Nordic Wake Girls, the most fun part of the trip was just some girls couldn't even turn on the 4-point system. Some girls were doing their first jumps of a kicker. were in such drastically different levels, but whenever one of the girls was on the cable, everybody else was lined up and ready to cheer.
Yeah.
And everyone's asking, it's like, what is she trying to do? What is she doing? And then they look out to see what she's doing.
Yeah.
And I mean, the biggest cheer was even for a girl who was trying to do a turn for the longest time ever. And she couldn't do it. We're like, okay, do it again, do it again. Everyone's like trying to give their tips and visualization.
Yeah.
And when she did it, it's like we almost popped a champagne on the side of the dock.
Yeah.
So I think that's the coolest thing, because I don't think even guys have that. I think guys are like, yeah, good job. But you can always hear girls screaming and rooting for other girls. That's just such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You need that.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Maybe you just need to have like a bunch of cheerleaders.
Yeah.
You can have us like, okay, let's go. Now we're all going to cheer for you.
Yeah.
And you can do your 360 final.
Yeah.
Maybe let's talk about your creative process a little bit. I think I've seen some things on your Instagram where you were handwriting stuff. And tell me a little bit about this, because do you use AutoCAD or anything that's more computer based?
Yes and no. I don't know any of those programs. Henning, he does. He SketchUp. But we use Rayon right now, which is a web-based program. But no, I have a lot of visions in my head, and to get them out, either you can learn programs, but that will take ages, or you can just draw and paint with aquarelle, and then you can take a photo and ask AI to make it more realistic. But no, I prefer to take just pen and paper and sketch out my vision or idea.
And then you can use these sketches later on the walls to decorate.
Yeah.
Well. This is where it came from, I guess.
Yeah.
It looks like now.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you actually use AI to visualize what it's going to look like, or to like, create like manifestation boards or something?
Yeah, I just started. So I'm, so I'm not always friends with AI, but I just started it to be able to communicate to Henning what my vision is, because it's just me and Henning in this project. Of course, we have consultants that help us with the stuff that we don't know. The stuff that we know or have a vision over, there's no point of taking someone else in, because even if they do, I'm just going to change it. So I might as well do it myself. To be able for him to understand what's in my head, I need to use AI sometimes. But then again, I might just take a pencil and pen and draw it on the paper first, and then,
It's so interesting. We were talking about this creative process with Sue K as well, who I mentioned to you.
Yeah.
And she's a kite designer, and she also talked about how the creative process starts with the user in mind and all of these things.
Yeah.
And I'm a software designer, and the process is exactly the same.
Yeah.
And what you're describing, it's exactly the same as in the software design. You sketch something first, or at least I do. A lot of people just go AI first. But that's how we work with the project managers as well, where they want to show us something. They can actually create a first prototype in AI, and they say, this is what I want.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I can't explain it to you. So it's definitely super helpful to communicate better with people. But I would love to see more sketches, actually. That would be quite cool.
Yeah.
I love pen and paper.
Yeah.
I think it's the fastest way to get something out of you.
It is. I mentioned before that you have to have patience as an entrepreneur, but I have to, unfortunately say, it is actually my worst. I don't have patience. So I've had to learn that. With pen and paper, you don't have to wait. So you just immediately can do something.
Where do you find your inspiration from?
Pinterest, but also like what you want to create is a feeling. You want to create a feeling that you feel inside when you come to a place. And then you have to think, okay, what creates this feeling? And from there, you can think about the lightning, you can think about the atmosphere, the materials you use, and everything like that. It's the fuzzy things that you don't think of, but if you remove them, you're not going to stay. You're not going to like the place. So I just, I go with the gut feeling, and I just want what makes you want to stay here, what makes you happy being here.
Yeah.
And move on from there.
And then the competitor research, I guess, as well, like looking at the parks around the world.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call them competitive, because without them, we wouldn't be able to do this either. So we have a contact with Nordic Wake Park in the US, and a few other parks to exchange experiences, because together we're building this sport and industry. And I just find people are so nice. And I've looked at other parks for the way that the structure maybe and stuff like that. And combine things on, okay, how do people move, and how do you want people to move? Again, this unconscious thing that, people, stuff you don't think about.
Yeah.
But you need to build it so that people don't think about it.
For sure. And I agree. Competition is probably like the wrong word. Maybe also inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Because we talked as well about 313, for example, which is a very famous place that good wakeboarders go to. And then Hypnotics, obviously, is just
exactly
the mecca. And I'm really hoping that it's going to be very similar place as well, because it's such a good feeling to be there, and just watching wakeboarders out of your room going past while you're just only waking up from the night before, and you're all sore, right?
Yeah.
What other facilities are you going to have in here apart from wakeboarding?
We're going to have a restaurant, of course.
Yeah.
And which you can come and eat at, even if you're not a rider. I want to make it easy for parents also that have their kids riding here. That you should have a nice coffee. It shouldn't be a burden being here or driving your kid to your sports. It should be nice. So that's important as well. But we're going to have a restaurant, and we're going to have a sauna, of course. I mean, it is Sweden. It is not always very warm.
Yeah.
And some housing as well later on. So it's going to be a place where you don't have to leave, basically. Yeah.
And obviously we're in Sweden, so today we're incredibly lucky.
Yes.
This is a really good weather. But as we know, and also we're in the region of Sweden called Skåne, which is also known for, like, it's a better weather really around. What are your plans for, like, what do you do in the winter months in Sweden when you own a cable park? I mean, you have to close probably around October.
I'm actually thinking maybe we can have open during the weekends. I mean, with a good wetsuit, as long as there's no ice, you can always ride. I mean, me and Henning, we usually rode all year round. When you go skiing, you put the proper gear on so you don't freeze.
Yeah.
So why not do the same when you're wakeboarding? Then there's no problem.
Double wetsuit.
Yeah. And a sauna afterwards.
Exactly.
And then you can go in and take a hot chocolate by the fireplace we're in building. And so, it's just, we're going to make the experience good. I mean, people pay a lot of money to go to the ice hotel and sleep in a room built of ice.
Exactly.
So,
do the systems freeze? Because I think, like, it could be really fun to actually, even in Latvia, there's a cable park. They do winter riding sometimes because the water feature where they're at, which is like a really big pond, basically, freezes over. So they use obstacles and everything just to go on ice, which is really fun as well. But do systems freeze?
No.
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 Is it because of the electricity they're warmer or something? I don't know.
No, you can ride all year round. That's not a problem.
But then I think you're going to have like an amazing advantage because, I mean, nothing is open over the winter, right? Like Copenhagen Cable Park is closed. The other park on the west coast of Denmark is also closed. So it would be, the prime place to come and maybe use your old snowboard to go on the ice as well.
Yeah, we have some plans for a snowboarding hill as well, maybe.
Yeah.
Just a little rail park.
And maybe if you still have a lot of space in here, you can go snow kiting in here as well.
Who knows?
All around. Oh my God. It's a perfect playground for everybody who's into water sports and some snow sports.
Yeah, exactly.
When there's no water.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your timeline now?
Big next step is getting the building permit in for the actual buildings. So we're gonna finalize the planning of the building with all the walls and everything, basically, and all those things. And after that, we're gonna start building in next autumn, or after summer, basically. But next step is getting that building permit in, and then just continue with the details, lightning plan, and you have to have everything on paper and a plan for it to make the construction job easier later on.
And you obviously have a lot of experience from before, because I mean, you built a cable park before, so you know the drill and you know what it's going to take. If I wanted to build a cable park somewhere in the middle of nowhere in Denmark, where should I start? Like, how do I start?
Either finding water and then seeing who's the owner of the land. Either it's maybe the municipality or it's privately owned. And I know these the two tower systems, many of them you don't need a permanent permit for, because I mean you can take them down. So it's a lot easier to get permission to put those up, I think. I don't know how it is in Denmark, but in Sweden it is. So yeah, and then just go from there, and problems are meant to be solved. So yeah.
What's the wakeboarding scene in Sweden?
It's, I don't know. It feels like I've been off for a few years now with having kids. But I think it's growing slowly, if I put it that way. Unfortunately, have parts. We bought our cable system. We bought it from Ski Marine, who closed down their cable up in Stockholm. And another park in Stockholm also closed. So that's kind of a downer. But I think with this park, it will grow more, because it will be more accessible, because you have a limit on how many people can ride a 2.0. Whereas a full size, swallows a lot of people.
I want to walk around and actually have a look and see what's been built.
Let's see here.
So this is already quite usable.
Yeah.
In a way.
In a way it is, yeah. The hill over there is, that's finished. That's done. And that's how it's going to be. So we're going to have two two-tower systems.
Right.
And one full size.
So you're going to have, so one full size and one two-tower.
Two
towers.
Yes, that was, that's like hard to say.
That's a lot. That's great.
Yeah.
And then is this where the houses are going to go, or the cabins?
Yes, on this side and the other side. So, yeah. So exciting.
I mean, I can already see it.
Yeah.
This already looks like fun. This is already a lot.
Yeah.
I think you really should start filming the content in here to like warm up the interest.
Yeah. We have we release episodes every second week.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah.
And just invite some local riders.
Yeah.
To and you said you had a winch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're gonna on a weekend later, because right now it's a working place. So we don't want to have people walking around here. But later on, we're gonna have,
I can see some great content in here. Do like a fun flip competition, like maybe use a winch and get people to ride like a blow up animals or something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like, it's when if you go to this vacation to Turkey that's packaged, you have you're riding behind like a blow up thing, something. So you can already start paying it off.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we
in summer.
Yeah. Now hopefully we'll get electrics in soon. We have we have the full size cable system. We're gonna put it up next spring. It's at my brother's farm right now. And we have a 2.0 system in storage. From a few years. So yeah.
So I actually like that you're reusing the system from somebody else. That's very sustainable, right?
Yeah, we do. We bought a lot of things secondhand. We got kickers and everything, and our restaurant kitchen we bought secondhand as well on auction. And we try to think about that as well. Both it's good for the environment, and I don't see why you have to buy brand new stuff.
How about the cabins?
What do you mean? How they will be designed, or?
How are you going to build them? Are there going to be like prefab, or?
I get that question a lot, and I always find it interesting because I want to leave it. I want to leave that thought process for later, because I want to. I like being creative, so I want to. It's like waiting for Christmas. You want to have something to do later.
Yeah.
So right now I'm focusing on the restaurant and the facilities there, and making them really, really good. Of course, I sent some stuff to the printer to show you, and of course, I forgot to pick them up.
Maybe you can send me the pictures.
Yes,
so
yes.
You can see, yeah.
So this is actually done. This is how it's going to be.
Right.
So, and over there where they're working right now, that's where the 2 tower systems are going to be.
It's very deep. It looks very deep.
Yeah, we're going to have a minimum of 2 meters deep.
Right, yeah.
For safety reasons.
Yeah.
And we're going to have an island in the middle, which is going to be really advanced because it's going to have lots of pipes and everything, and filter the water. And I don't know, Henning's doing that stuff. We've divided the work.
But it's self-regenerating,
I
guess, yeah.
And it's just groundwater we're using, so.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it looks like so much is done already, but you said that you've been looking at it for a few years. So it must be also, you know how you look at when the build starts?
Yeah.
For the longest time ever is just the foundation that's there.
Yes.
And then out of a sudden, there's a house on top.
Yeah.
Does it feel like that now?
Kind of.
Yeah.
But also, like, I've lived here at this place for so many years. So for me, it's like, but this is just, of course, this is how it's supposed to be. I don't know. In my head, it's done, like.
Yeah.
But no, this is, wow. Yeah. It does feel, I think when you stop and think about it and look like this, it feels unrealistic. Like, I can't believe it's happening.
Yeah, exactly. I can't believe it's happening an hour and a half away from Copenhagen.
Yeah.
So.
So we're going to have a bi-level as well.
What is a bi-level?
That is basically when you have some water further up from the other water. Oh God, I'm
like
really
a duplex water.
Yeah, I'm really bad at explaining this. But you're riding from one water level to another water level, and then got rails here. That's for the advanced riders.
Okay. I don't think I've ever seen this.
No, it's not that common. So this is the bi-level.
So you kind of jump from the top to the bottom.
Yes, exactly.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Bailey's gonna demonstrate how you go from one to another. But then it's a 2-point system, right? So you can only go one way because can you go up the level?
Yeah, we're gonna put some stuff there.
Like a kicker,
or kicker or something. Yeah.
So it's kind of like the reverse mountain for skiing.
Yeah.
And then you use the elevator to go up, basically. And the wall that they're building, is that just to isolate the highway from this whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also to get rid of the masses.
The masses?
The ground, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
We need to get it, somewhere. And that was perfect to put it there.
And you said it's going to be 6 meter tall, the wall? But
I think that's kind of soon what it is, actually. It sounds a lot, but yeah.
And you said that you're going to go to hypnotics as well with your daughter? Yeah,
we're going in next week, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Do all of your kids wakeboard?
Yeah, they do, actually. The middle one, she prefers kneeboarding. but the other two like wakeboarding a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, we don't push them to do anything. If they want to do it, go ahead. If they don't, doesn't matter.
But that's a dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for showing me around.
Yeah, no problem.
I also already visualize everything. Maybe I can put some sort of visualization on top of it with the AI or something to imagine what's going on. But also really looking forward to coming here.
Yeah. And I can't wait to have you here again, because this won't look like this then. It will be very much different.
I'm looking forward to making the next episode and just showing this is us a year ago and this is now. Yeah, for sure. And that was that. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I'm actually recording this from a kitesurfing beach, which is only 3 minutes drive from the cable park. So this is just ultimately the perfect location to come and hang out and do any types of water sports at any time of the year, which I'm definitely really looking forward to. And I'm really looking forward to filming a follow-up and to show you what it actually looks like when it's built. Yeah, as usual, please subscribe, like, comment, and see you in the next one. See you.